I do have to start off by saying that somebody said that I talk too fast, and now I'm kind of self-conscious about it.
That's okay. I say like with like every word.
Like
I
that's
say
like
like with
crazy.
like
Like
every word.
honestly, like I do like the same thing. Like for real.
Yeah, I know. You're not nearly as bad as I am, though. I was listening to one of the past ones, and I was just like, oh man, what in the world?
What, post edit as well?
Yeah, yeah, even post edit. I know you
Sorry,
cut out a lot
I
too. That's the
tried.
thing.
I tried, my dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm using this new app, this Streamlabs app. It's
Uh-huh.
they have this automatic thing where you can make like your own merch store and like sell things.
Really?
So I'm gonna ask Rob if I can use Mealy's design for like shirts
Did
and
you
shit.
see his melee he did yesterday or
No,
2 days ago?
I did not.
Bro.
Link it to me.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna link it right now. I gotta go to Twitter real quick. Let me go find him real quick. I honestly, it's amazing. I didn't even think that it was him that drew it because I was like, this literally looks like he like commissioned it by some professional artist, but it's him. How crazy is that?
I'll have to see it
And
now.
apparently, if you just search Pi, it doesn't pull up his profile on Twitter. I don't know what's going on with that. So, all right, I'm just gonna copy image location. Does that work with Twitter if I just link it?
Maybe
It does. All right,
try it.
I'm linking it in Podcast Club or in Twitch.
Just double dip, dude.
Double dip. All right, there it is. There's the one in Twitch.
Oh, she's so
And here
cute.
is Podcast Club. Isn't that insane? Isn't that so good? It's like actually really nice.
I know. It's way different than his normal art style.
I would unironically post this in Safe Work artwork
It is really cute.
because it's good. And it's like a weird art style. Yeah, yeah. Like it's like almost like a classic. I don't even know what you'd call it, but it's good.
I like it. I'll have to ask him if we can use some Mealy art for some merch and give him royalties or whatever the fuck that works. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. I'm gonna just give him everything. I don't even care.
I'm glad we have so much on our list and we haven't even started it yet, and we've already
I know
derailed.
it's great. We're doing great. I figure we do the announcement first. That's kind of some big stuff. I'm just grabbing all the links that I want to grab here.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna ask you. Are you afraid we're gonna have too much to talk about and we're gonna like run out of time?
Maybe. There's a lot to talk about.
Because here's my thought. Because the big thing we want to talk about is Liz and the Bluebird review, right?
Yeah.
But obviously not everybody has seen that. So how about we can just talk about all this bullshit and then later do the Liz and the Bluebird review in the same stream. And then I'll just split it into 2 episodes.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
then we'll have
so
like
then it's like you can listen to 1 or 2 and it's fine.
yeah, so then like our little reviews will just be their own little mini episode. That's just kind of attached to a bigger episode.
I kind of like that. Okay.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Good.
That's a very nice way of splitting it. Because that always bothered me when people talk about like stuff on podcasts and they're just like, oh, so you stop listening now. And then they just keep talking. Whereas this is like a hard delineation of like, hey, listen to this episode. There's no spoilers here. We're just chilling, talking. If you want to listen to that, it's a completely separate thing that you can't miss.
Well, unless they're listening to the stream because it's going to be connected. But
Yeah, that is true.
post-stream.
Okay. All right. I get it. You are
Post-stream, when it's posted in various locations, such as... That's your cue.
Well, hold on. I'm still looking. You're too far ahead of me.
So did you literally just get home and then jump on your computer as soon as you did?
You have no idea. I like got home. None of my parts were around. I like nothing. My laptop is in my room. My headphones were in my bedroom. My living room had my charger. My tablet, I don't even know where that was. It was a complete mess. And then I had to like change clothes too because I'm just not a fan of just being on like regular work clothes because I wear like jeans and like a button-up t-shirt and everything. So I like changed clothes as fast as I could and rushed home. Like I mean, I haven't eaten dinner yet. I haven't eaten dinner, so we're gonna be doing that after the podcast here.
All right.
So cool. All right, let's talk about it. So big thing, first announcement. We have finally gotten all of our affiliate links set up and shared, which means that you can now follow the podcast on any of your favorite distribution services. We have it on castbox.fm. which is the main home of the podcast. We've got it on Spotify podcasts. We've got it on Google Play Music. And we've got it on iTunes, which Rex just linked it to me. So you can now follow the podcast and get the edited, nice, much more streamlined and professional sounding episodes at any of these locations. I'll go ahead and post them in the Twitch chat as well so that you can get them there. And they'll be all over the place now. Napster is next, Motov. Don't worry about that. We'll get Napster up and running as soon as we do. So yeah, you should follow them. It'd be really interesting. I'm very excited. You should follow them on all of them. But I am interested to see which one gets the most popularity. What do you think is going to be the most popular way to consume our media?
I'm just going to say Spotify because of Spotify Discord integration. I feel like a lot of people use Spotify.
Ooh, that's actually really cool. We could potentially see people on Spotify listening to our episodes.
No, I tested it. It doesn't work.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll listen to a song and it'll pop up, and as soon as I start listening to the podcast, the little Discord integration disappears. It's very sad.
That is very sad.
Yeah, I didn't mean to break your hopes and dreams there, but...
Well, maybe we can petition to Discord to get that to work. I guess you'd have to petition to Spotify?
I don't know.
Yeah, I actually listened to the first 5 minutes of our podcast out in public at Panera Bread Company.
What do you mean by out in public? Like through headphones, right?
I didn't have headphones though, so I just put on a speaker and was listening to us talk.
And then somebody walks up and asks what you're listening to, and then you answer them, and they hear your voice on the computer and in real life. Like, are you listening to yourself, you fucking weirdo?
The biggest narcissist there is. Hello, yes, would you like to listen to my podcast that I'm openly listening to in public? So yeah, that was interesting.
It's funny.
But yeah, I also wanted to talk about iTunes. I put this on our little follow-up list here. Because, oh my God, I had so much trouble uploading our podcast to iTunes. Out of all of the mediums, iTunes was by far the hardest to get everything uploaded to. I don't even know if I talked to you about how much of a frustrating thing this was.
No, you just told me to do it instead.
Yeah, I did. That's exactly what ended up happening. And you did it in one go.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, can you test this? You're like, yeah, it's uploaded. I was like, what the heck? I've been sitting here for 2 hours trying to get this stupid thing to upload right. Well, it just wasn't working.
The good thing is I don't actually have to do anything because the RSS feed will automatically update it for me.
It is crazy how nice the RSS feed is. Everything syncs up in one go. We just upload it to CastBox and RSS magic happens, and all of a sudden we've got episodes on all these distribution platforms without any effort on our own part.
And then
it's really nice.
Other applications look at those big ones and then just take from those, right? Like we both use
I think so.
What's it called? I don't know what it's called.
Pocket Cast? Or no, which one do we use? I don't know.
I forgot what it's called. Let me go double check.
Well, I'm using CastBox now.
Podcast Addict.
Yes, that's the one I use most of the time. I think I'm going to switch to CastBox, give it a try. They're being nice and hosting our data for free, so I downloaded the app and I'm going to give it a try. We'll see how it goes. Nobody sign up until we get an affiliate link, though, so you guys can keep using what you want to use. I did want to talk about our artwork, too. The episode and the channel artwork, I am a huge fan of. That light blue background with the blue mealy in the front is just perfect. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I'm tooting my own horn here, but the episode, little thumbnail with the episode number in it, that looks really good too. Just putting that out there.
You have to give me that.
One of the better ones.
Here's what I want to do actually with this. So on YouTube right now, the thumbnail for the video is literally just the same for every video. So I want to put the number there for each video. But I also want to use the background image in the back of every video that I'm using for each episode.
Okay. Can you have a different thumbnail and background image?
For YouTube thumbnails, yeah.
Work? Oh, yeah, I guess you can, huh?
Just for the YouTube videos.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I can send that to you. I'll just send it to you whenever I upload it.
Yeah, you'll have to send me the little, whatever font you use. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm using, it's called Digital Strip. It's what I used to use when I did a little bit of typesetting.
It's cute.
So, it is cute. But yeah, that's the main announcement, I think. I don't think...
That is the main announcement.
We had to say, but I don't remember. That was the big one. We have finally a place to go to. So now there is a canonical place. CastBox, I would say, is kind of our canon. So
nice.
If you sub to that, that's probably the one that is going to have the most frequently set up stuff.
Well, do you know how often the other feeds take from the RSS feed? I thought it would be pretty instant.
Know. It's pretty quick.
Okay.
I just haven't. The thing is, I haven't uploaded a new episode.
Yeah.
So whenever
Whose
you
fault
get me
is
the new
that,
episode-
man?
Yeah, I don't know. Remember, I was like, man, I hope when we talk about this tomorrow, this is a week ago, we would have the second episode up, and you're like, oh yeah, maybe. And now we're like 7 days past that, and still no episode 2. That's all right. I don't begrudge you. We've both been insanely busy the past like week, so
I'm always busy.
I'm surprised that we were able to like watch Liz and the Bluebird. That was insane.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did that day, but somehow I made time for it. I sacrificed something in my life.
What were you saying though?
I had 3 exams last week, so now it's post-exam until the finals, so I have a little bit of free time. I'll get it done.
What exams were they?
This quarter I'm taking Japanese, what am I taking? Physics and chemistry. Not too bad. They're all like general physics, general chemistry.
Gotcha. Fun. Did you pass them?
Yeah,
Do you
man.
have that information yet? I know you're like a grade A student.
I was.
I'm so jealous of your work ethic. Well, yeah.
I got
better than I am.
I got a B plus last quarter in economics, and now I have lost my drive to get straight A's. So now I'm hanging on like low A's right now. You know?
See, you say this,
I had a
but
streak,
like,
right? I had a streak of straight A's, and I was like, hell yeah, I got straight A's since I came back to college. Boom, B plus. I'm like, fuck it, I can't say that anymore. I don't care anymore.
you say this, but listen, you saying I'm hanging on with low A's is an impressive thing by itself. I think I was skating by with like when I got a single A in university, and I was like, this is the best class that I am ever going to do. Like, I am never going to do better than this. This is the peak, A minus.
I mean, I'm taking community college classes. It's like pretty much glorified high school, so it's okay.
I don't know. I mean, like, physics is pretty serious stuff no matter where you take it, I feel like.
It's just general physics, so it's algebra based, and everything is frictionless, and everything, there's no air resistance, you know? It's like really ideal stuff. So it's not too bad.
That's like what you take in university too. Like, it's not that much harder in university.
Well,
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. All of my classes that I failed in university and had to retake in community college seemed about the same. So
Nice.
But those are like calculus, I guess. Maybe it's easier.
I had a really nice calculus teacher. I enjoyed calculus. Actually, my best calculus tutor was just Tutoring Channel. For like a whole year straight, I just used Tutoring Channel before every single exam.
There's so many people that use Tutoring Channel that have taken calculus.
I know. It's so nice. Thank you, everybody.
Being carried on the shoulders of giants.
Exactly.
Yeah. Listen, Motov, you don't have to feel bad about bad grades. Bad grades are a natural thing that happens to most people. Rex is the anomaly, not the rule.
I don't know. You just gotta like.
Actually, I say that, but I don't think that's true. I'm just really bad, so I'm trying to make you feel better to make me feel better. You shouldn't listen to me. I dropped out of university. I'm not the correct. I'm not necessarily who you should be looking for advice on university. I got a haircut last week.
Yeah, me too.
Which is nice. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Actually, just on Saturday.
Wow. Hey, I got a haircut. Oh wait, no.
What was it, last Saturday?
2 Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 Saturdays ago. But how often do you get haircuts?
Every few months or so.
Every few months.
Just whenever someone's like, "Your hair's getting kind of long," and I'm like, "I guess so,
Yeah.
huh?" And so then I
go.
go
You get one of those like, one of those comments where they're like, "Huh, your hair's getting kind of long," or like, "I liked it when your hair was shorter." It's like, oh, okay.
I didn't even notice.
Guess I'm going to the haircut now.
I normally go to the same place, just like a few blocks from my house. Just like the same Asian lady always cuts my hair. I just drop her a 20 and
Is it
walk
like a
out.
barber shop or like a salon?
It's kind of like a salon, but it's not like a chain or anything. It's just some lady and whoever else works for her.
Do you like schedule appointments or do you just show up?
No, I just walk in. I'm like, cut my hair like this, and then see, I don't really like haircuts where they like give you like head massages and like hot towels and all that extra garbage. I just want to walk in, cut my hair, drop you a 20, walk out, and that's all. That's it. It's all good.
All right, that's perfect. Do you talk to them when they're giving you a haircut? How do you feel about someone talking to you while they're cutting your hair?
You know, maybe I like going there because they don't talk to me often because they're Asian and they don't speak very much English, so it works out pretty nicely. Actually, just recently, the last time I went, she asked me if I was Japanese, and I was like, no, I'm half Thai and half white, so. But she called me handsome,
Did you
and
try?
it felt good.
You should have flexed on her in Japanese.
No, I think they're Chinese because I hear them
should've.
talking and I don't understand anything. So I think they're Chinese.
Oh, okay. I absolutely hate when people talk to me when I'm getting my haircut. Like my ideal haircut is I walk in, the person at the chair nods to me. I walk over, they put on the thing, cut my hair. 20 minutes later, I walk out, pay with my card, tip them, and never say a word.
Nice.
That would be beautiful.
Well,
it hasn't happened yet, but that would be great.
How would they know how to cut your hair?
I don't know. I mean, when they
You
ask
just point to a
how do I
picture.
cut my hair,
You just show them a picture on your phone, like just you don't even say anything. You just point at it, and then they just like they nod at you, and they just start cutting. That's it.
yeah, that would be perfect. See, the thing is, though, is I don't know how to talk to hairstylists. So when I walk in and they say, "Oh, how do you want your haircut?" I just say, shorter." Like that's a lot of help. And they're like, "Oh, okay."
Some people give like measurements, like, oh yeah, like a 2 on the side and like a 1 3/4 on the top.
Yeah,
or
I don't
the
know.
fuck. I don't know.
They always ask.
I don't know anything. About
They always
that.
ask, "Oh, is this a whatever number on the side?" And I just say yes, whatever it is. I think it's usually a 3 or a 4. And they're like, "Oh, is this a 3?" Yeah, that's fine. The other one is like, "Do you want like square neck? Like, do you want your neck squared or tapered?" I don't know. Whatever looks good.
Yeah, I've been to a proper barbershop once, just down the street, because I was looking for a new place to get a haircut, and this dude took like 40 minutes. He was just like chopping like individual hairs. I don't know why. I think some people like the, whatever it's called, the preciseness of it. It just took him forever to do it. I was like, okay, I'm never coming back here. This took way too long.
Yeah. How much do you tip?
Well, it's $15 for a haircut, so I tip like 5. I'm just too lazy to for any change, so I just drop 20s.
Yeah, it's about. See, I don't carry cash on me,
Yeah,
so
I don't-
just use my card.
I don't pay anything in cash.
But-
That's why I hate change.
Oh, I hate change so much.
Dude, I'm
I
just
tip-
saying the tap credit cards or debit cards, you just tap
Okay,
on,
yes.
dings, works.
They're great.
Perfect. I love
You
it.
know what's even better than that?
What?
Is like Apple Pay or Android Pay.
I use Google
That's
Pay.
the next level. I don't ever want to have a card on me again. I don't want a wallet. I want everything to be on my phone.
Yeah.
Like I want to walk up, ID on my phone, pay with my phone, walk out, and never have to take anything out of my pocket except for my phone.
I know in like one of our previous episodes we talked about insurance and stuff. I have my insurance cards on my phone, which is pretty nice. You can just use it as a picture.
That's really nice.
You just keep a picture of it on your phone. That works.
That is nice. I might have to do that.
But yeah, Google.
Because I absolutely hate wallets.
The cell phone pay is like big brain as fuck. Actually, I was at Costco today, and then I just slapped my phone on the little card reader thing, and it just went ding, and it paid my thing, and I just walked away. It's pretty nice.
That's so great. Soon we'll have just like one secure device that just has all of your information on it.
I think there was a little gadget that I saw a video on a couple of years ago, which was like a ring that had like your car. They could unlock your car, unlock your house doors, and like pay for things and stuff. Just a little tiny ring that you kept on you. Yeah, it was called the token ring.
Stylist, you know how they like cut your hair, and then afterwards they say like they start styling your hair. It's like the most frustrating thing to me.
No, they don't do that at the barbershop I go to, or the stylist, I guess. I don't really know the difference.
They always like do like they like blow dry my hair in some crazy way and put a bunch of gel in it. And I'm like, I'm going home to take a shower because I don't want hair all over me. But thanks, like you're wasting your product here, and now you're making my life harder when I take a shower.
Yeah, I don't think I've had anyone style my hair after a cut, but they like do the little spray bottle, but they'll dry it off with a hairdryer and a towel and stuff.
See, that wouldn't bother me. These people literally, I mean, like I'm not even kidding. It's probably another like 5 minutes after I cut my hair.
Wow, you need to go to
They'd
a new
spend,
place.
like styling my hair.
Are you trying different
Yeah, but-
locations to see who talks to you the least?
I have. I've gone to like 4 now, and these are the people that talk to me the least. So I've kind of stuck with them
Nice. That's good.
because I just am socially not there for haircuts. It's not even that. Like I can carry on conversations fine. I just don't enjoy talking to people that are supposed to be like cutting my hair. It's like I don't know. Biggest pet peeve is like dentists. Why do dentists try to talk to you?
I was just gonna mention
Like,
that.
You were you?
Yeah.
Because it's so frustrating. It's like you've got utensils all up in my mouth. I can't understand what you're saying because I'm in pain. You can't understand what I'm saying because I've got a mouth full of you. Like it's just very
Sounds
frustrating.
naughty. Oh my god, a little bit lewd right there.
Well, you know.
I actually like going to the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist in a while though. I should go back.
I have not been to the dentist in 3.5 years.
Dang, man. Yeah, after I got my braces off, I was just like, all right, fuck the dentist. I'm done with you for a while. But now I kind of miss it. I'm kind of feeling a little nostalgic.
See, I take fairly okay care of my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I floss my teeth fairly frequently,
That's nice.
almost every day, and then I brush my teeth fairly often.
Do you use like traditional floss? Do you use those little picks that have like a little bit of
Oh, I
floss?
use the little picks.
Those
that
things
have
are
it. Yeah.
fucking big brain, dude. So big brain.
They're so smart.
I know.
Imagine all of the frustration of floss, and then you don't have to deal
It's
with any of
gone.
that.
You could just do it like
It's gone.
while you're watching TV or something. I don't know. I don't watch TV, but you could do it hypothetically.
I used to bring with me like to school, and I'd like floss my teeth after lunch.
Wow.
Like it's no big deal. You don't even need like look in the mirror because it's just so easy.
Yeah, it's nice. How do you even floss with normal floss? Asks Komodo. I don't know, man. It's like you got to get your fingers all up in your mouth. It's pretty gross, actually.
Can you imagine that? Just sticking your fingers all up in your mouth,
Yeah.
and like it's obviously not clean because that's what you're doing. You know, and you don't floss until after you brush or before you brush your teeth. So you, man, I will say flossing is like an addiction though. Once you start flossing, it actually physically bothers me if I don't floss for more than like 3 days.
Mm-hmm. I should floss more often. I don't floss as often as I want to, but I still think I floss more often than the average person does, which is kind of sad.
That's not saying much because the average person
I
doesn't
know.
floss at all.
No, you're right. You're right.
I would be willing to bet that more than 60% of the American population does not floss.
I mean, I'd bet like
Ever.
30% never brushes their teeth.
Ugh, that's scary to think about.
Yeah, it is a little gross. I don't know. Some people are like scared of flossing because when you start flossing, sometimes your gums will bleed just because
It's
they're.
such a good feeling.
I know, but once
That's a good
when
feeling.
they
I
stop
love that
bleeding
pain.
is when you're doing well. That means your mouth is now clean and healthy.
Like that slightly sore, clean feeling you have after flossing is, it's such a good feeling. If there's anything that makes me feel like I might be a masochist, it would be that. Because I love inflicting pain upon myself when I'm cleaning my hair,
Really?
when I'm cleaning my teeth.
Is that the only? Is that the only thing? Huh?
Well, yeah, you know.
Only thing you'll admit on stream.
That's the thing I want to admit on stream, yes.
Let's do some super, and by super I mean like super rapid fire follow up. Okay.
Okay.
Like one sentence answers. Okay.
Okay.
One. Did you fix Fave's experience that you mentioned last time?
Yes, I did fix Fave's experience. That took a couple seconds to figure out. But yes, I did. I fixed Fave's experience. He's all caught up now. Except he's not because it's been reset since the last time we talked.
Well, we'll
But-
ignore that.
I did. But ignoring that aspect of it, yeah, I absolutely went and
Good.
reset his stuff in the database. I let him know that I reset the stuff. It was actually kind of hard because oh shit, this is supposed to be anyways. It was hard because he had two accounts that you gave staff to, and you didn't take his staff away from the other account. So there was two staff accounts, and I gave it to the wrong person. But then I actually removed him from the server accidentally and then re-added him back.
Wait, so you didn't
re-added
see
him back
which
to
account
experience.
just had like a significant amount of more experience and know that that was probably
They
the
had
old...
close to the same.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't that big of a
Oh, wow,
difference.
I
It
see.
was like almost equal. I think his old account had like 2,000 and his new account had like 1,100.
I see. Okay.
Anyways, rapid fire.
That was
All
that
right,
was it.
next one.
Let me do the next one then, okay?
I'll actually be rapid fire this time, I promise.
It's okay. I'll do the next one, okay? Like 5 seconds after the last episode when we were talking about when the Steam group was made, my cool man posted that it was made 5 days before the announcement on Reddit. So that was
Awesome.
That's a small correction.
I felt like that was the case. So
And
that's my...
The other one was when we were talking about Evan's PC and how he had really good godly specs but couldn't play any games. I don't know why. I never asked him about it, so we'll do that next time. I'll have to ask him.
Fair enough.
eventually.
Off to the next one. Okay.
That's it.
I
That
see
was-
that you posted it. Well, no, there's more follow-up. I see you posted about daylight savings time here.
No, man, listen. Evan's in stream too, okay? I'll ask you after stream, buddy, about what happened. Unless you just want to type it out and we can address it now. Whatever happens. Yeah, I linked you with this news article the other day, which was probably like 2 weeks
Okay.
ago now. Let me actually see what the date was. It was February 22nd. It's now March March
That's pretty
5th.
rough. That's like 2 weeks. March 5th. That was 2 weeks ago.
Evan's driving. When he's done driving, maybe they'll update us. So yeah, this article says that Washington may end daylight savings time, and I thought you'd be interested for a couple reasons. Like, you want to move to Washington, maybe it's on your list. And also, you live in Arizona where there is no daylight savings time. So I just thought you'd think it was pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting. I love hearing that people are moving away from daylight savings time. I think it is honestly just got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Personally, I've never had to deal with it. So I've always lived in Arizona.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
have never dealt with daylight savings time. So for my entirety of my life, well, I mean, I guess actually I take that back. One time we were on vacation in California the day it switched, and that was weird.
Oh, okay. I see.
We were on like spring break or something like that because it switches. I think it's actually going to switch soon, right? Next week, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's like March 14th or something. So, but yeah, other than that one time, I've never had to deal with the actual day-to-day life of dealing with daylight savings time. I can't imagine it.
Well, let me tell you that every single person who deals with daylight savings time hates daylight savings time. So I don't know why they haven't gotten rid of it yet.
I don't know. I mean, they're moving forwards with it. Apparently,
I hope so.
How likely do you think this is actually going to happen, though? Because this kind of read like one of those articles that gets posted every once in a while when like one lawmaker makes a single statement about daylight savings time being dumb, and then it just kind of like, oh, so how do you think this is actually going to happen here?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that Washington State's pretty progressive in terms of just like change. You know, I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping.
I'm just laughing because you're labeling getting rid of daylight savings time as progressive.
Well, yeah, removing it would be progressive. Literally every single person hates it. It's I don't know. I just think it adds confusion for no reason to a lot of things.
All right.
With
So what's your
no
opinion?
benefit.
Should they change it when it's an hour ahead or change it when it's an hour behind?
I don't care. Just don't change it back. Right?
just pick one and don't change it.
I actually don't know if we're in daylight savings or whatever the other one is even called. Is it just non-daylight savings?
Non-daylight savings. So right now you're an hour behind me.
Right.
So it's 6:55 right now where you are, and it's 7:55 where I am.
Okay. And then when it changes, do we go ahead or back right now?
We're equal. When it changes, I think we're equal.
That's interesting.
Because you're PST, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it changes, we're equal.
I don't know.
'Cause
I just
you'll
follow
move
the clock
forward a
that's
year.
on my phone and don't really question it year to year.
That's true. They could literally get rid of daylight savings time and no one would even notice because their phones would just automatically handle that.
Yeah. Oh well. PST is best time zone. It's good.
I mean, I think objectively the best time zone is GMT.
Really?
I think it's hard to beat being 0 and everyone adjusting their clocks to you. So that sounds pretty superior.
I guess
I'd
so.
say PST takes a close second, though.
Thank you. I think PST is just so slow compared to everyone else. Like 3 hours behind the East Coast, and the East Coast has a lot going on, and it's even further behind Europe, which has a lot going on.
That is true. That is true.
We should just have one unified time, global time, and people are waking up at
You mean
2 a.m.
like universal time?
Yes.
Like UTC?
Yes,
or something?
exactly. You know what? Actually, if we remove daylight savings time, how would that affect... I know like time zones and stuff are really shitty for programmers, but I'm not that advanced of a programmer to know, but I'm sure you are. If they remove daylight savings time from every single state, would that affect much for you guys?
If they removed it from every single state, it would affect some programs, but not mine specifically because we just don't deal with it.
I see.
So, like it would make programming in the future easier.
Okay.
But there would be this short period of time where we'd have to all switch from doing daylight savings time to not doing daylight savings time. I don't think it'd be too big of a deal though. It'd be pretty minor.
I think it is the progressive move, as I said. Removing it would be moving forward.
I agree.
Evan wants to abolish all time zones.
I can agree with that. There are some convincing arguments for that, but I don't think it's ever going to happen.
All right. What's another random topic here? I had a short story about my car because I kind of bring up my car often now since I got into a car crash and got a new one. So I got my new car, and when I bought it, there was supposed to be new tires. Is what they said, and I'm pretty sure they were new, but they actually filled them up unevenly, so they were all different pressures, and my tire pressure light came on. So I took it to the shop, and this guy evened out all the pressure and was like, this one kind of has a small scratch in it, so be careful. I was like, okay. And this was weeks ago. And then So the light went off because he evened out all the pressure, and then it came back on again. It's like really annoying. So I took it to this other tire shop, and they actually replaced 2 of my tires. I was like, sweet, I don't have to deal with this anymore. Right? This was supposed to be the short story, but it continues.
Okay.
It continues now. So just recently, my light came back on again of tire pressure, and I just had 2 new tires. I was so confused. I took it to the same shop, and they said the right tire was leaking just a little bit, and so they filled that up. And just on Saturday, when I was getting my haircut, the light came back on again. So right after my haircut,
Oh my gosh.
I took it to that tire shop, and they actually saw that one of the valves was just slightly loose. So they fixed that. So hopefully now my tires are good, and the light that bothers me for like a month now will stop bothering me.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to add that to follow up to see if it is resolved in
Right.
just 2 weeks, because it doesn't sound like that might happen.
So let me
My
tell you.
tires have this. Oh, okay.
No, just let me tell you. Because I have a few things that I want to do with my car. So I think in future episodes, I'm just going to bring up random car-related subjects of things that I experience.
Okay.
Because I got to get my windshield replaced and stuff like that. So I'll tell you what happens.
All right. Sounds good. My tires have a similar problem, but it's actually because here in Arizona, we have very, very low humidity. Actually, I don't know which. I could be completely pulling this from my ass exactly what is causing this, but basically because of the way that our temperature fluctuates, our tires go through a lot of problems with expanding and contracting because there's no real like holding in of like pressure. So my light comes on and off just about once a week, depending on whether it's cold or warm outside.
Just randomly because of the temperature.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that I actually ignored that tire light for like a week because of the snowpocalypse. I was like, it's probably just the snow. And when I got out of school and I went to where I parked on a hill, so I was cresting in the hill and I saw my front tires were like flat, pretty much flat. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have ignored that warning sign. So then I took it and got the wheels replaced.
I'm really bad about that. My car maintenance is just terrible. I have still never rotated my tires from the day that I got them, and I have the same tires on my car that I got 5 years ago. So my front tires are just completely almost like flat. Like there's no tread on it. And my back tires look fantastic. So
no comment on that, Samuel. But you should probably get your shit fixed before you kill yourself.
I know.
You're gonna fucking kill yourself.
My car, I will say my car does have the lowest safety rating of its class the year I bought it.
Amazing.
So that's nice.
Amazing. Did you just put Rex tires on the follow-up section?
Yeah, we'll understand.
Oh
What's going on?
Nice.
Well, I didn't want to deal with. Okay, Rex is a frustrating word because it ends in X, which means that adding possession to it always confuses me. I think it's apostrophe X, but then that just looks funny. So I want to do just apostrophe, and that looked funny. So I just put Rex tires because Grug right follow up.
I wonder if it would be S with apostrophe afterwards. Maybe not. I think it's just apostrophe S for an X word.
It's probably just apostrophe S.
I think that's what it is.
I don't know. All right, cool. Let's talk about movies. I had a couple things I wanted to hear your opinions on because I don't think I've ever asked you about any of this.
Oh man, I have poor opinions, but we can try.
That's okay. I'm a very opinionated person, so I'll just fill in the gaps if you don't have.
All right.
I literally just heard Victoria laugh from the other room there. So it's fun.
All right, hit me.
All right, so just in general, I just want to talk like, what do you prefer watching anime movies or anime shows? What of the two do you prefer, or do you have like different feelings on them?
I feel like I'm very completionist, so the only reason that I was watching shows seasonally was just so I can like complete a show and like follow the memes and the current talk on it. Obviously, I don't have time for any of that now, which kind of sucks. I haven't watched anything seasonally since like last summer.
Damn.
But movies,
that's crazy.
You don't have to carve out as much time so regularly to watch a movie, or even binge watching. You have to binge watch a show over like multiple hours, but a movie is just like maybe 2 hours. So lately, I've been watching quite a few movies, going to the movie theater or something, which is not anime, but we have watched a couple anime movies. So I think right now I prefer movies just because they're easier to digest. And shows I never actually cared about that much.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I think that they have different use cases. I think that movies are fantastic because, as you said, you only need a short little period to, carve out for them. I also really think it's interesting that the movies have such a tighter constraint on the amount of content that they can put in the movie. So like often you'll hear people complain about a seasonal show or, honestly, any show being like really long and drawn out and having poor pacing.
Yeah, with like filler episodes and stuff.
Yeah, with filler episodes and stuff. I think that often happens because they have the ability to put in extra content and they don't ever really think about whether they should. Whereas almost every movie either has the perfect amount of information or it's too fast-paced.
Right.
And I think that constraint adds a little bit more pressure on the producers of the show to really only put in the necessary information.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a really interesting constraint to work with. I also think that they often have, better animation just in general. I would say in general, movies, even more in like an abstract sense of, general movies have better cinematography than TV shows do. They focus more on the artistic side of filmmaking, which I think is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always kind of preferred movies. I'm running out of them. I've watched a lot of movies, both anime and real. So I've been feeling kind of frustrated recently because I don't feel like there's as many to watch as there used to be.
Really? That's crazy.
Like I remember I made a goal a year and a half ago, back when I used to use my anime list. And so I have seen every non-sequel movie on the first 3 pages of Mal movies.
What the heck, dude? That's wild. That was a few years ago, though.
I just would go through it and watch them. So
yeah.
I
think
movies.
there's a lot of newer movies that are probably on the front page now, so you got to go back and fix up your completionist list. Like,
yeah, I probably should.
Dylan here in chat is mentioning Walk On Girl. I started that movie and then my headphones died, so I stopped watching it. But I have to finish that. It's actually really good.
I streamed it a couple weeks ago.
Maybe we should do a review on that one day.
Yeah, that would be a good one to do a review on. There's a lot of dense content there.
I did want to comment, though, that you mentioned that movies sometimes don't have enough content and sometimes shows have too much. But it's like if producers or studios or whatever make movies off of shows, like using those episodes, like for example, maybe the Madoka Magica series, there's 3 movies and 2 of them are recap. They actually cut out way too much content for the movies because the show actually has too much. So
yeah,
if you want the complete experience,
there are exceptions.
If you want the complete experience, you got to watch the show. Is the thing.
There absolutely are. I mean, Shinseki Yori is another good example of. I don't think you could make a movie or movies of Shinseki Yori very easily. Although, like, I guess if you were willing to commit to like 4 movies, it would probably be a really good 4-movie series.
Oh my god, I love that series.
But anything less than that, and you're definitely cutting out way too much stuff.
Right. So I think movies and shows have their own little place. But for right now, I prefer movies just because they're shorter.
Yeah. That's really fair. I mean, I would say like Victoria and I currently are rewatching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We've been watching it the last probably 4 nights now, just kind of on in the background as we do other things. Because I just like bumped my mic, so that's gonna be really loud. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, so like just in the background, we've been watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I definitely do appreciate the fact that they can tell a much wider story. I definitely don't think you would be able to fit. I mean, really, there's just so much densely packed information in Full Metal Alchemist. I don't think you could fit it into movies very easily. Mm-hmm. I was actually really surprised at how much non-filler there is in the series. We're about 30 episodes in now, so
yeah, I got to rewatch that show. I haven't actually seen it in a very long time.
It's really good. I am once again reminded of how good it is. It's one of those shows that like you always think, oh, I watched that early on when I was watching anime, so maybe I'm just inflated with my opinion of it. But no, I'm very impressed with how quality it is. There's definitely some quirks about it that I'm like, I probably thought that was cooler than it is when I first watched it, but nowadays it's still pretty good.
There's like when you first start watching anime, pretty much every show you watch is really good to you. And even though they're kind of garbage, like I have a lot of shows that I watched at first and I'm like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. Just because when I was new, I thought it was entertaining. And then the reverse also applies where you watch a show that's really good, but you don't actually appreciate how good it is until you rewatch it.
Yes.
So
or you watch something and you appreciate that it's good, but you don't appreciate how much better it is than all of the other shows in the genre.
Exactly.
Like one of the good ones that I watched that Victoria actually introduced me to is Uran Host Club.
Mm-hmm. I never watched that, but I
And
know about it.
oh, it's hilarious. It's honestly really, really funny. And the thing about it is it's a really, really hilarious movie, and it's like this like reverse harem comedy thing that's just it's just really funny. But compared to all of the other shows in its genre, it is a head and shoulders above all of them. There is honestly none that compare to the depth of it and how funny. I mean, it's just honestly quality show. And that was the first one of that genre I had seen. So going forward and trying to watch anything else in that like reverse harem comedy genre is just not at all enjoyable anymore because it's not as good as the first one I watched. And that's always frustrating. So
I see.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite shows, and you should watch the dub of it is absolutely fantastic. I definitely recommend the dub. It's actually funnier than the sub, I think, to be honest. And it's a solid show. I do recommend it, and it's a fun one to watch with people. Like it's a fun, as long as they're okay with anime as like a concept. Like obviously, don't go with to your mom right away and hey, let's watch our Host Club. But like I definitely would watch it with pretty much anyone that's seen anime and is okay with it as a concept. By the way, I would just like to interject real quick and just say how much I appreciate your background image. This is just a fantastic. I actually hadn't looked at it.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
And it is so good.
I regret choosing this image.
What?
Let me tell you why. This is a great image. I should have used it for the next episode. And the reason why is because for this episode, I should have used a Liz in the Bluebird background.
Oh, you did make a mistake there.
I regret using this one, man. It's okay.
All right.
We learn.
You are right. You should have used another one.
It's okay, man. It's okay. We will learn in the future.
Another thing I wanted to ask your opinion on too was how did you feel about watching movies early at AX? Do you think it's a generally positive thing, or like I just want to know what you think? Because I my opinions have changed quite a bit over the last like 6 months.
Let me tell you,
after having watched AX.
I have both pros and cons for watching video or movies at AX, especially like early. So the pros are the movie. They're great. They're great movies, right? And it's actually really fun to watch them all with your friends because we're all like internet friends, okay. So it's nice to like hang out and like watch a movie together. That's
and go to the
that's
movies.
Like fucking awesome,
yes.
Right? And just seeing them early, I don't know. For some reason, that just feels like better than getting them on release. I don't know why. It's like an elitism thing or something. But
yeah.
The cons are we're at like it's not even a movie theater. It's like an auditorium, and it's just packed with people, and everyone's like. So usually people are like really loud and like the screen's really far away. So the actual viewing experience is kind of limited, but I think the experience of being there is a pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Okay, because that's exactly how I feel. I think that the going with friends, like going to the movies with you and Nick and I mean everyone that was there, right, was this crazy thing because we always like stream movies together and watch it normally. And being able to go and like sit down and eat candy and play like Switch games while we're waiting for the movie, like that experience itself was fantastic and super, super fun. But as I've like thought about it more and more the past 6 months, I think that the actual watching of the movie at AX is a generally negative experience.
Right. But hanging out was the good part.
Yeah, the hanging out's awesome. But there's a bunch of aspects to it that make it frustrating. I would be more okay with rewatching movies at AX because you'd get all of the fun and you wouldn't be so invested. Mm-hmm. So my thing is these movies are new and they're ahead of time, so you really want to dial in and pay attention and enjoy the movie. But there's so many distractions that are preventing you from watching the movie for the movie itself. Mm-hmm. You're in an uncomfortable chair, this huge auditorium. The sound stage is always terrible. You know, they've got like 4 speakers hooked up to these gigantic, monitors. Most of the time you're not even like right on the monitor. You're like kind of off it. So you're looking at it from like an angle. People cheer in the most annoying ways in public settings like that. Like I don't know if you remember like the Kase-san movie.
Right.
People were cheering like every time that they kissed. It's like, come on, like grow up, like get out of here, like watching the movie.
Side comment though, that is a great movie, I have to say.
It is a great movie.
That's all I'm saying.
Did you catch my stream of it last week?
I did not get to watch it
on Sunday.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, bummer. But the thing is that when you watch a movie for the first time, you're watching it for the movie itself. And I think that the worst environment to watch a movie for the first time in, is AX.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because they're all early screenings, 99% of the time, that's going to be the first time you've ever seen the movie. So overall, it's just kind of frustrating. I think I'll keep doing it every year that I go, but it's just because the positive experiences, I think, outweigh the negative experiences so much. But I was even thinking to myself when I was rewatching Liz and the Bluebird with you, that I just enjoyed it so much more being able to watch it on my own screen in the comfort of my home without any distractions. And I just was able to appreciate the movie much more.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you. And I'm actually going to still watch movies like worldwide releases this AX coming up too.
Are there any good ones? I
haven't even looked, but I already know that's probably what my plans are going to be. For like,
fair enough.
For like something during the day, you know?
I need to talk with you off stream about something, by the way.
Oh no, this is dangerous.
At some point. it's gonna be good.
I have to tell you though, I was exhausted during AX. So another con of the movie and it not being like a very engaging experience, like the movie itself, was during Liz and the Bluebird, I fell asleep for like 10 minutes probably. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Right in the middle of the movie, I fucking crashed, and then I woke back up and was like, oh god, I missed something. It's okay though, because rewatching it just made it all the better.
No, absolutely. And we should talk about that. But I would like to point out, before we talk about it, that Nicholas had just about the biggest brain suggestion about 5 minutes earlier in chat. Did you see that?
No. And which
he said
chat?
that we should switch the background to the Liz and the Bluebird art in the background when we start talking about it, so we can have both images.
Nicholas.
And then you can have two different backgrounds on the YouTube video.
Oh my gosh, this is so smart. Because I'm gonna use 2 YouTube videos anyway. Now I gotta grab a Liz and the Bluebird wallpaper, or someone can just link me one.
All right, we need someone to link a good Liz and the Bluebird background. I still haven't seen. What was the one that you saw at AX? Medea?
So I didn't actually watch that at AX. I wanted to watch it at AX.
Oh, you watched it on the airplane. That's right.
But we missed the showing because it was too busy. And so I actually watched it on the plane ride home with really shitty headphones that the dude just, like, one of the flight attendants, like, you have to pay $2 for headphones. I was like, yo, can I have some headphones? He's like, yeah, sure. It's gonna be like $2. And then I took out some money. He just slides it to me. He's like, he just nods. He's like, it's okay, man. And just walked off. Like, he's super cool. So bro, I just got these, like, free headphones from Delta Airlines, but they're airline headphones, so they're garbage. I couldn't hear anything, but they're subs, so it's okay. So I watched Makia on the airplane ride home. And it was a pretty decent movie. I'm pretty sure I almost cried. You know, one of those movies, kind of tear-jerky.
Where would you rate it in terms of all of the ones that we saw?
Okay, so all the movies we watched Flavors of Youth, we watched Kase-san, we watched Liz and the Bluebird, and then I watched Makia on the airplane, right? Is that all the 4?
Okay. Yes, that is the 4.
So, Liz and the Bluebird, number 1, right? Kase-san, okay, number 2, because it was so fucking cute. But a very close number 3 would be Makia, just because like the emotional value. I appreciate a good emotional investment, you know. Even though it was a poor experience on the loud airplane with shitty headphones, I still appreciated it. And then
that's fair.
Last place would have to be Flavors of Youth, which wasn't a terrible movie, but didn't live up to the standards of the other movies.
Flavors of Youth definitely wasn't the same level as the other ones. I think that if they had picked one of the stories and expanded that to the whole movie, that would have been better than the weird like try format they had.
Yeah, Flavors of Youth was like three or 4 separate stories that they told in short. Yeah. I had high expectations for it because it was Shinkai, right? So I expected it to be pretty good. I guess not.
By the way, I'm just going to bring this up as well. You know how I ranted about note-taking apps in our first episode?
Yep.
Okay, I'm using this. I was being the keyword here, using this app called Notable to take notes during the movie, and I came seconds away from losing all of the notes I wrote. There is some bug in this program where if you have an editor open, okay, so the way that it looks is that you've got 3 panes. Okay, you got the left pane, which is a folder directory, the middle pane, which is a recent files, and then the right pane, which is the editor/reader. Okay? If you have the right pane in edit mode and you accidentally select one of the notes on the middle pane, it overwrites that note with what you're editing without any way of going back.
Well, did you get all your notes back?
Well, I just missed. I didn't. I just missed the review. I clicked the one below the review and replaced.
So
that
you
one
actually
instead.
lost some notes.
So if I had clicked like a quarter, I lost like 2 notes before I noticed what was happening
God.
permanently, and I just don't have those links anymore. So that's very frustrating. Won't be using that app. Notable. Give that a 3 out of 5. So you can go ahead and toss that on the reviews on our new website that we can mealy.moe/reviews.
Notable 3 out of 5. Why 3? Why not like a 2? It literally deleted some stuff that it had one job. One job was to keep this information, and it failed.
Okay,
that's like 2 out of 5.
Here's the reason for the 3 out of 5. Here's the reason for the 3 out of 5. The reason for the 3 out of 5 is if they fix this bug, it's easily a 4 out of 5 note-taking app.
Okay.
So it'd be like a 3 out of 5 with an asterisk saying don't use it at all until they fix this bug. And then after they use the bug, it'd be like a 4 out of 5.
I see. I understand.
Like, I'm very happy with it. I'm fairly saddened by the fact that I can't continue to use this app because I like it a lot, but it's just not worth losing all of the notes I've written about things.
Mm-hmm. I just grabbed whatever I could to just type things down. So I would have used like Google Docs or whatever just to write some stuff down. But I actually used the write.as website that you linked before.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me
so
about
I
that.
used,
Did you publish it?
Well, I mean, I published it, but isn't it like private unless I pay for it or something? I don't know how it works.
I don't know.
Anyway, so that's what I used. I do want to go into dark mode, though, because that helps.
All right. Cool.
Oh, man, I almost just closed my Audacity clip without saving it. I'll just stay on stream for a sec, because I don't like ending stream too early, and it just like cuts out mid-word or something. I don't know what happens, but we're going to stay on stream for a sec while I save this. We need outro music. Hold up. I'm at a fucking YouTube. Royalty-free music. All right, hold on. Let's grab something random here. What's a good royalty-free song? Are there even any good ones? Should I just click on something random? This one has... Oh, it's trap music. I don't really like trap music. I'm gonna click this one.